Welcome back to another Wolf Care Pack update, where we want to tell you about the latest social dynamics we have been observing in our exhibit pack. Winter's right around the corner, and that means that there are some more intense testing of boundaries, posturing, but also some heightened social bonding interactions to be expected. In this particular video, you can see multiple things happening, but first take a look at Rika and Grayson. He has a T2 tail posture while Rika's doing some soft muscle bites, and to that Kaz also responds with some muzzle licks to Grayson in a submissive manner. Rika continues seeking Grayson, doing soft muscle bites, and right after that we see them briefly parallel gating. One of the main questions we get is if Rika has pair bonded with one of the males yet. We're seeing some behaviors that relate to pair bonding, but we do not see anything definitive yet. What we can say is that we are watching very closely, because whatever she decides will have implications for the dynamics of the pack. Here again, pay close attention to Grayson's reaction as Rika comes over to Blackstone, Kaz joins in, and we see Grayson seeking some of that social bonding behavior with Rika, holding a T2 tail while she does a series of soft muscle bites. And we can't ignore what the other wolves are doing too, right? Kaz is also trying to participate in this interaction between Rika and Grayson, but he also is taking advantage of the opportunity to stand over Blackstone, who's laying down at the pump house. So we know wolves can be very opportunistic to vulnerabilities and take advantage of that moment to test boundaries and assert dominance over some of their pack mates. Blackstone being on his back like that is one of those vulnerable postures or positions that wolves tend to, take advantage of that window. Again, here we see Grayson and Rika engaging in some social behaviors. Grayson doing some invite chases, a bit of chin rest, while she does soft muscle bites. This invite chase leads to the rest of the pack to follow. And while we are still seeing Rika circling and targeting Grayson's rear on occasion, we're certainly seeing less frequency and intensity of this type of focus. However, we still have much of winter to go. Kaz and Rika still have a strong relationship, and to give some context here, there is some food guarding involved in this particular clip in which she lost this cache, and Kaz obviously does not seem to want to get distracted from losing this food item for some socializing. But this is still very interesting behavior because Rika is putting herself into this very vulnerable position right next to Kaz. Finally, we also observe closely who's resting close to who and how much time they're spending together. Proximity while resting is a good indicator of stronger relationships and formation of alliances. And we see a lot of that with Blackstone and Grayson, but the whole pack is pretty cohesive and calm, so we do see a lot of resting together between all wolves at some point. Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know if you have any questions, and please join us in our next webinar on December 21st at 4 p.m. to talk more about the winter pack dynamics and what this all means.